Fox 61 by Carrier Kitchen, and I'm joined by Mekhi Farfara, the head chef from BRIO. And of course, it's a little bit chilly out there today, so maybe no al fresco dining today. But last week was perfect, and now is the time to start thinking about it. And we're happy to have you here talking about your new spring menu.
Thank you for having me. At BRIO Italian Mediterranean in Westfarms, we have a scratch kitchen, so we make everything from scratch. Today, we're going to be making one of our guest favorites. It's our salmon salad. It utilizes our fresh North Atlantic salmon. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the pan, get it searing on one side.
And while you're doing the salmon, I'm actually going to make some fresh dressing because as you were telling me, you don't have dressing in a jar. Everything is fresh. And to be honest, I've never made my own dressing.
So
I'm very excited. This is going to be a first for mine. I have to admit, if I don't do the lemon and the olive oil, I do use a jar.
So today we're going to start off with putting our fresh chopped garlic, our fresh chopped shallots.
Are we putting it in here or right
into the blender?
We're going to go right into the blender.
Yep.
All right.
So in the restaurant, we usually use an immersion blender, but for at home, if you have a blender, this makes it a little bit easier.
So garlic?
We have garlic. We have fresh shallots.
I'll do the shallots.
Put everything right in. Yeah.
Okay.
We have our basil, fresh cut basil. We have our Dijon mustard.
Dijon. And this is all stuff that pretty much everybody usually already has
in the kitchen. Yeah. A little brown sugar for a little bit of sweetness.
How much?
The whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're just going to go for it.
And then we're going to go ahead and use our salt and pepper mix.
This one right here?
And then our dark, rich balsamic.
Okay. All of it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm feeling pretty confident here.
So go ahead and put the lid on.
All right. And
start it up.
Is it?
Okay, and then as it's going, we're going to drizzle our oil in.
Oh, okay. We're getting fancy.
So we want to emulsify the oil. Oh, yeah.
And
just drizzle it right in, yeah. And turn on the blender while you're drizzling it.
Oh. Well, it's not staying on. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
We don't want anything to spray out.
So we're going to go ahead and flip the salmon. We want to get to 135 degrees. We don't want to overcook our salmon here. It's very important to maintain.
Which happens really easily,
oh, yeah,
right? You only need a few minutes.
Yeah, we want to maintain a juicy red center. So we have one that's ready here. We're going to grab our
dressing.
So we're going to start with our lettuce. So we have 3 lettuces here. We have our field greens mix, we have our romaine, and our iceberg. Okay, so we use 3 lettuces for 3 different textures and freshness. So go ahead and put it right into the bowl here, and we're going to drizzle our already made balsamic.
There we go. So we've got this mixture.
Yeah.
Put some of that one in there.
Oh yeah, so this is our field greens, and that's chopped up romaine and iceberg ready to go.
All right.
And then we're going to go ahead and put our balsamic that we just made.
You're really putting me to work here.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like it, Mekhi. All right, and then we have, what, some tomatoes in there?
So we're going to go ahead and mix this up and place it on the bowl.
Right.
So while we're doing that, we're going to heat up our blanched asparagus. It's blanched for about a minute. We want to heat it up. In the restaurant, we normally grill our salmon, but here we're using a pan just to make it a little bit home-friendly.
Right, right. And grilled asparagus is another one that I do at home. It's actually quite easy.
I love asparagus. It's really good.
Plate it up?
Oh, yeah. So we want to go for height here. So when we're plating the salad, what we want to go for is
we want to make it look fancy. Right?
Yeah, we want to go
as
high as you can. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and grab our...
There we go. I got a little bit of height there.
Perfect. Yeah. That's amazing. So then we place our salmon right on top. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Next, we're going to grab our asparagus and place that right in front to give it a little bit of height.
Wow.
And then one of my favorite things that goes on the salmon salad is the shoestring potatoes. We usually actually make these every day in-house. We use a mandolin. At home, you can buy them.
I feel like you can easily get these at the store.
Yeah, so you want to pile them really high up, as high as you can.
I'm going to try. Okay, stay. Oops. They didn't stay. Let's try it again.
Just go a whole bunch at a time and just place them right on.
There we go.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
all right.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
All right. Are you going to stay?
All right. So we're going to grab next. We're going to do our tomatoes.
Okay.
So we have our fresh diced tomatoes here.
And on top or
right on top.
Okay. I feel it's going to make the height
making a little
down.
tower here. It's okay. And then we're going to finish it with some feta on top.
Oh, perfect. I love the feta. That's a fancy looking salad right there. I like it.
It's one of our guest favorites.
Now, I have to mention some of these items that you've also brought. Tell me about this.
So this is
Does it
our...
actually come out like this?
Yes, 100%. That is our carpaccio.
That is
it is
beautiful.
thin sliced raw beef. It is beef eye round. We have our house-made mustard aioli that goes on top, olive oil, capers, fresh grana padano zanetti, and then we have a little bit of the field greens with our balsamic that we made that we can use again with some Parmesan crackers.
Awesome. And then a couple of these other items here.
So here we have our pasta vodka. It's sacchetti pasta, which is filled with ricotta, as well as topped with our pancetta.
Yes.
So we use pancetta in the restaurant.
Ah, all right.
And then we have our spicy shrimp and eggplant. This is one of our favorite appetizers in the restaurant. It's served with the Romano crusted eggplant and then pan-seared Cajun shrimp on top, and then our signature black pepper cream sauce.
Awesome. All right, now I'm going to try this salmon because I just can't let it sit there without trying it, Becky. And tell me a little bit more while I'm chewing, because I don't want to talk while my mouth is about the hours of the restaurant. And is your patio open right now?
Sure. So our patio is currently open. We're open from 10 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then Sundays we close at 9 p.m. as well. Sorry.
Awesome. The salmon is good, and I can't wait to eat more of this out. Thanks so much for sharing this.
It's my pleasure.
This is a great recipe and something that's very doable that you can do at home.
Yeah.
And I've made my first dressing from scratch. Thank you
We made
for
it.
that.
Thank you so much.
And for those of you at home, if you want the recipe, all the information, take your phone and scan the QR code. You can also get it on our news app. That's the best way to get all the information from our shows. It will all be there for you. And there's that QR code for you once again. Becky, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Oh, that looked good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Save me a piece of that, would you please?
I will.
I need a little break.